that is the coach of the month. It's now time to see who has got in the team of the month. Here it comes. Team of the month is sponsored by David Presley as Elvis. If you want your wedding all shook up, contact David Presley today. It is now time to announce the team of the month for April. And at full-back will be the Wigan Warriors' Jai Field. He scored a try in every game, 4 in total, 1 assist, 11 busts, 2 clean breaks, 52 carries for an exceptional 326 metres. On the wing will be Wigan Warriors' Abbas Miski, also scored in every game, 4 tries in total, 24 busts, 2 breaks, 60 carries for 434 metres, 7.2 per carry. In centre is Petter Hiku of the Robins. 2 tries, 2 assists, 2 breaks, 10 busts, 56 carries for 435 metres. Alongside him will be the Leeds Rhinos' Ash Handley. 2 tries, 1 assist, 7 busts, 51 tackles, 49 carries for 372 metres. On the wing will be the Warrington Wolves' Matty Ashton, scoring tries in every game, 3 against St Helens for 6 breaks, 11 busts, 37 carries, 295 metres, 7.9 metres a carry. At standoff is Bevan French. 2 tries, 5 assists, 14 busts, 45 tackles, 39 carries, 107 metres. He got our man of the match in 2 of the 3 games. Our half-back will be scrum half, of course, sensation Lachlan Laverley Leopards. He got 2 assists in every game, 6 in total, 4 busts, 13 attacking kicks, 29 kicks in general play, 34 carries for 184 metres. At prop will be the Frenchman himself, Julien Bousquet of the Catalan Dragons. 2 tries, 3 offloads, 3 busts, 60 tackles, 41 carries for a bruising 388 metres. Alongside him at 9 will be Ben Garcia. 1 try, 2 assists, 7 busts, 116 tackles with an efficiency of 94%, 179 metres to boot. At 10 is Sam Walters, playing out of position throughout April, but what a April he has had. 135 tackles, 34 from marker, and 99% tackle efficiency. He's had 6 busts, 49 carries for 333 metres. In second row and keeping his place month on month is Junior Nsemba of the Wigan Warriors. 2 tries, 17 busts, 2 offloads, 108 tackles, 30 carries for 223 metres. Alongside him and also keeping his place month on month is James McDonnell of the Leeds Rhinos. 4 tries, 1 assist, 99 tackles, 9 busts, 28 carries for 159 metres. And finally at loose forward will be Elliot Minchella of Hull KR. 135 tackles, 24 from marker and 96% efficiency, 6 offloads, 42 carries, 233 metres. On the bench this month is Espiro Bichet, Jake Connor, Robbie Mulhern and Mike McMeekin. This is your team of the month for April. So there you go, the team of the month for the month of April. Some surprises, I think, for some people in there. But hey, you know me, nothing left to chance. A lot of research has gone into that. I always stand by it every single month. I will stand by it again. Just take that off the screen whilst we're having a little chat, gentlemen. Don't get me wrong, there were some positions that were really, really tight. I think somebody in the chat mentioned Arthur Morg. To be honest with you, Espiro Bichet got in on the bench, but Morg was close as well. Couldn't pick 3 fullbacks in the team. That'd just be wrong. But yeah, Morg was good. Greg, I'll start with you as your top of the screen, mate. Your thoughts on the team of the month?
Yeah, I mean, you know, good to see Abbas Miski in there. I think he sometimes gets overlooked. Because, you know, you got your Marshalls in that team, and you got your Jay Field and your Bevan French, and he's done all right, saying he's playing with a strapped up leg. I think he's done all right. Matty Ashton, again, he was on 1 leg for most of April as well, scored 6 tries. I think Ben Curry of Warrington, showing my Warrington bias was a close nomination for, well, half-back, loose forward, second row, centre. He played in about 5 different positions throughout the month of April. But on the whole, and it's good to see some Catalan Dragons in there. And you know, we bumped into Mr. Bousquet on Saturday morning.
We did.
My word, what a big fella he is. He's bigger than you think, is Mr. Bousquet. But yeah, great to see some Dragons in there. I think McDonnell as well has had a fantastic April.
Absolutely. Absolutely, couldn't agree with you more. Steph, your thoughts?
Yeah, Jai Field's been outstanding, hasn't he, for Wigan? I think he's got a couple of man of the match performances in there, and like we said, the opposition that he's been playing against as well. I think that's why Jai's got the nod. Sam Walters as well. What a month he's had. Fantastic stats from him, putting some of those other forwards at Wigan to shame. So really pleased for him. And Ash Hanley as well. You know, we questioned that centre position, didn't we? You know, whether he would fit in there, and I think he's proven us all wrong at the moment in that centre position. I think he's doing a really good job for Leeds.
Yeah, Jake Connor, really close between him and Bevan French. Bevan just outperformed him. And again, what actually went against Jake was the fierce opposition that Bevan French actually came up against in that 3. That, again, went in his favour because he produced against 3 really top draw sides. Joel, your thoughts on the team, mate?
Yeah, there's some that you kind of expect to see. Bevan Frenchers, Lockie Lambs, Junior Nsemba, Elliot Minchella, but the 2 standouts for me has been Matty Ashton and Sam Walters, just for the pure fact that, like with Matty Ashton first, he's been phenomenal. You know, in a team that's not maybe been doing as well over the past few weeks where they'd like to, he's really shown what kind of player he is, and he's a phenomenal player, and we can see that not from his finishing, but his positioning, everything. His off the ball stuff is incredible as well. So, you know, very impressed to see him playing so well. And then Sam Walters, I think, you know, people don't always realise that Wigan is a club of elites. For you to even get into the starting lineup is a success within itself. But for him to back it up week after week, it's been incredible. And you look at the amount of players that he's got around him in that position. He's got to fight, you know, and claw every single week to keep that position, and he's been absolutely immense.
Yes, he has. I completely agree with you. We've got Heaven. Is it Heaven? Who? I don't even know how he's saying.
Yahoo, I think.
Is that what it is? There is a podcast called The Robin Pod. If you want to see pure Robin's banter and chat, that's the place to go. This is a rugby league podcast. As you can see, Mr. Nixon is a Warrington fan. There's one Warrington player in the team, and rightly so. There's no Huddersfield Giants players in there. Surprise, surprise. People would say, well, hey, shows we're not biased. So come on, if you're gonna post, let's not be biased. This is a rugby league podcast. It will never ever be 1 to 13 for any side ever in a million years. Right, people who watch us on a regular basis, you know what's going to come later in the show. One of those 1 to 13 will be the player of the month, not the bench, because they weren't good enough to start. So only the 1 to 13 have a chance of being voted the Super League Raw player of the month for April. We'll ask you later who it will be. Just make sure that you keep a note of your favourite player there. And when we ask you later, post it in the chat who you will give it to. Don't do it now because we're not going to be able to scroll all the way back through the chat. So later on when we ask, one of those 1 to 13 is your favourite, which one and why, we will ask you to put that in your chat a little bit later. One thing's for certain, there's some big contenders in that 1 to 13. So no catch up on the Goldthorpe and the Man of Steel tonight. Not have the chance to do that. That will come next week when we check in. Of course, that will include who the player of the round of the month was as well. Let's not forget that these men, everybody that you've seen on the screen now, get an additional 2 points in our player of the season because they were the best players of the month. The player of the month will get an additional 3 points. But who will that be? Right, it's now time to talk news, and we only talk news one way. We do it like this. Banging or hanging? Absolutely a little bit of banging and hanging. However, because it's a little bit different tonight, we're going to stay together, boys. We're going to stay together. But before we start, the QR code's on there. I did that special offer for 1 month only. Try before you buy the big ones. 18-man members will get 6 again. You'll be able to come on the podcast. You'll be able to see the shows that are behind the screen, but that will be taken away at the end of the month. So you've only got 1 month of that. Become an 18-man member, see what you're missing, or do what Claire did. She came at the weekend. She loves Super League Raw, and she is a 6 againer because she knows it makes sense. That's how good we are. There's the QR code. Right.